All right, my good people who are watching on the video, welcome back. We are going to be talking about cause and effect. And if you're here, we're also talking about the same thing. Yay, cause and effect. Okay, so it's in the name, something that causes and something that affects something else. So let's figure out what is writing about cause and effect. So what is a cause? Well, a cause, it is what makes something happen. And again, for the record, I did not make this slide or this PowerPoint presentation, but I will have the link under the video. So you guys that are here can also find them there. All right. So what is a cause? Well, it is what makes something happen. For example, the floor was wet. Okay, so that's that. What is an effect? It is what happened or what happens, right? So I slipped and fell. What caused me to fall? The wet floor. What happened because of the wet floor? What affected me? I slipped and fell. What was the effect or the result? I slipped and fell. Cool? Straightforward. There's a cause to something. There's something that it affects. And in this case, it affected me. The wet floor affected me, and I slipped and I fell. Here are some good writing tips for when you are writing a cause and effect. Or if you're trying to identify a cause and an effect in a story or in a text, these are some things that you can look for. How do you know? Well, there are some words such as since, right? Since this happened, then I did that, right? Since he was running, since he was training for the marathon, he was able to run it, right? That's an example. So, right? So was another example. I go to school so I can learn to speak English, right? So there is a cause and effect. I go to school, that is what is caused, like the cause, and then the effect is that I learn English. Cool. So when you see words like since, like so, because, therefore, due to the fact, right, or due to, all right, so these are all cause and effect key points or keywords that when you are looking through your text, you can use them to help you identify the cause and effect, or to also help you write cause and effect. When do we use them? Well, we use cause and effect in paragraph to explain how things work or how something happens. Cool? How things work or how something happens, or a cause, like a relationship cause, right? Questions? Questions? No? Okay. If you have questions, you can leave it in the comment box below. If you have questions, you are free to ask me here. All right, 2 things that happen in a cause and effect sentence. So how many things? 2 things. Okay, so a cause, which is what makes something happen, and an effect, which is what happens as a result of the cause, right? So it's almost like a direct result. Because of this, there's that. All right, since there's this, there's that. Yeah? So for example, look at the picture below. What's the cause? What's going on in the picture? What do we see? We see a needle and we see a balloon. And that needle is pointing towards the balloon. What's the cause? That's the effect. What causes the balloon to pop? The needle. So what's the cause? The needle. What's the effect? The balloon will pop. So as a result of pricking the balloon with a needle, then the balloon will pop. Cool? And again, even in our description, we're saying words like these, right? As a result of, or due to the fact, or due to the needle, then the balloon will pop. Because of the needle, the balloon will pop, okay? Cool? Awesome. All right, so let's take a look at the picture and match the cause and the results. What happened? What's the cause of the light bulb turning on? The switch. Okay, so what happens when we hit the switch? Turn the light on or turn it off, right? What happens when the sun is there? It melts the snowman, right? Or the snowman melts as a result of the sun, right? Okay, so the cause is the sun, the effect is the melting. The cause is the switch, and the effect is the light bulb turning on or off. All right, so things to remember. The cause happens first. Ask yourself what happened first, right? If you're reading a text and you're trying to identify the cause and effect, you want to see, okay, what happened first? And that is the cause, and the effect is what happened second. So what followed, right? So ask yourself what happened last. Also, C before E, just like in the alphabet. C, cause before E, effect. So that's something that can help you remember that for when you are writing yourself or when you are trying to identify the cause and the effect. So C comes before E, and that is the way it goes. Cool? All right. And look for clues like because, since, so, on account of, due to the fact, right? As a result of, these are tips and tricks that will help you identify the main point. All right, certain words join cause and effect sentences, like because, right? I bought Dan a present because it was his birthday. So what was the cause? What was the first thing that happened? Dan's birthday, right? I bought Dan a present because it was his birthday. The effect, what was the effect? I bought him a present. So Dan's birthday has to happen, number one. And number two is you bought a present. So as a result, because if it wasn't his birthday, you wouldn't have bought him a present, right? So that's that. What is the word that joined the cause and effect? Here in this case, it is because. And you guys know that in a compound sentence, we can use because at the beginning of the sentence, right? Because it was his birthday, comma, I bought Dan a present, right? So that's why here they're switched. Since also is a conjunction, much like because. And these are stuff that you can connect. That's why in this case, you don't see that it was his birthday first. You see that in the second place. But in the order of things, the birthday had to happen for the present to be bought. And that's why they're switched in 1 and 2. Because can go either inside or on the outside of that sentence, or the beginning or the middle of that sentence. Okay, another one is as a result of, right? The ice cream was melting as a result of the hot weather. All right, again, as a result of, it's kind of like because, as a result of the hot weather, comma, the ice cream was melting. So what happened first? What had to happen first? The hot weather. What happened second? And what's our keyword? As a result of, right? That tells you that there is a cause and an effect. Yeah? Okay, which words in the sentences cause the cause and effect, or join the cause and effect sentence? I told Ellen to come home because it was time for her dinner. Well, our connection is, or coordinator is because, right? The school was closed yesterday on the account of the snowy weather, on the account of, right? You want to look for words that connect the two sentences together. And you can see that the result was the school was closed. What had to happen first? The snowy weather. Okay, so we can also flip this one. On account of the snowy weather, comma, the school was closed yesterday. Yeah? Do we see it? Yes? Yeah? Okay, if no, then you can ask me. This would be a great time to ask. All right, so Sarah could not go to the party due to the fact that she was sick. Due to the fact that she was sick, Sarah could not go to the party, right? So cause and effect. I saved $10 as a result of putting $1 in my bank every week. As a result of putting $1 every day in my bank every week, comma, I saved $10. Okay, so as a result of, again, is our connection. Cool, and that it shows us that there is a cause and an effect. All right. So that is it for this particular video. If you're watching online, feel free to pause and do this exercise. And for us here, we will continue with what we are doing. Again, if you're watching the video, you can feel free to actually subscribe to the channel so that you can get the latest updates in the videos if you have not done so yet. And I'll see you in the next video.